Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. My name is Lay. I am a mother of two and we are a family of four on a financial journey of becoming completely debt-free, where we take you guys step by step and payment by payment along the way. If you're new to our channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I really hope you enjoy the content and decide to stay. And if you guys are returning, thank you guys so much for your continued support as we navigate through this journey. So today's video, we are going to be doing our budget with me for our second paycheck of June. If you guys are new to our channel, my husband and I, we get paid on a bi-weekly schedule. We just so happen to get paid on opposite weeks, so our household has an income coming in on a weekly basis. And we are a budget by paycheck family. So we budget every time we receive an income and walk with you guys with what the budget looks like, how we are assigning those funds and what it is going to. We are also a zero-based budgeting family, meaning every dollar that we receive, we assign a place for it, knowing exactly where our money is going, and on a debt-free journey. So a lot of things are happening as far as finances with this channel. So I'm really excited to share with you guys. So I'm using the Papers by Jessica Ann planner. I did a whole walkthrough of this planner. This planner is really that everyday planner. It is your day-to-day planner, your budgeting, your faith planner. It is a really nice planner. The only thing is it's really big. So if you're somebody who likes to have a travel planner with you, this may not be the best planner. But if you are somebody who likes to kind of have it at your desk or more out of the stationery, this is perfect. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and flip to June. If you guys have not watched our budget with me for our first week of June, be sure to check that out. It's been a hot mess express as far as finances because I had lost my debit card, turned it off only to find out that I didn't lose it. It was in my house. And now all of our finances and everything that was linked to the card that was turned off is now having like backdated and all that other stuff due to me being silly. So let me go ahead, and I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I have really fallen off as far as finances. Meaning in May, it was a really rough month for us. Somebody who had passed had an anniversary, and I was just, finances were just like the last thing on my mind. So as you guys can see, I definitely haven't been tracking. So I'm really gonna try to make it my mission for the month of June to really just refocus, get back to the basics, bring out the cash envelopes, bring out the tracking, and really see our spending. Because when I'm able to look at it at a overview and see, okay, month after month, we are consistently spending X amount, it's gonna help me budget and help me set those realistic goal amounts rather than I think our family can spend this much. So it's really gonna help us navigate in that aspect. So let me go ahead and turn this over. I don't know, maybe I'll make June all about how to get back on track with finances, because I've just been a mess between working and trying to balance motherhood and finances, and my lack of balancing, I should say. I feel like I've definitely noticed an increase in our spending and our finances, and I want to get back on it. So for our paycheck, I know a lot of you guys would really say that you guys would like to see the dates included. So I'm just going to put paycheck number 2. And then what day is it? And then we got paid on the 5th. Okay, so the income that we received, 1798. So with this paycheck, you guys, I don't know if I mentioned it in our last video. The income amounts that you guys see are everything after everything is taken out. So after taxes, insurance, 401ks, any of those, that is all of our deductions are already taken out of it. So that is why we are comfortable with having a lower amount. I've talked about this in one of our videos. I know a lot of people were saying, oh, if you paused your 401k or if you paused your guys' investments, you guys would be able to make more headway. And yes, that is true. But I also don't want to undervalue or understate the time in the market when it comes to our retirement. So I'm okay if a few $100s every paycheck that is pre-tax is going to our retirement. And so that's why you're seeing a lower income amount coming in. And that's because we have our 401k on an auto adjust to adjust on an annual basis. I also did a whole video on when I got my annual raise, if you guys were familiar with that. And we did, what do you call it? We did it where we adjusted our, direct deposit to have it be separated out. So I believe I got like a 4.5 or 5% raise, one of those two. And what we did is we increased my 401k, and then we also just took that amount and applied it to savings. That way it helped us avoid any lifestyle creep. But I'm super excited because I have a new action plan as far as our debt payoff's been going, because like I mentioned, the month of May, I've kind of been all over the place, but I did recognize that. So I've kind of gave myself some action plans to still work towards those goals, even if I feel like I'm not making progress. And so we are just focusing on 4 bills this payday. So our first bill is our credit card. And so what I've been doing, you guys, is I've been doubling up our credit card payments. So the amount that you guys see is a minimum payment plus a snowball. In my head, it's a lot easier for me to do that than to try to break the snowball payments down below when I'm tracking at least. So I'm able to see, okay, like if your credit card payment was $50 and you're making a $100 payment, we know that you're doing the minimum plus the extra as the payment. So in my head, it was just easier to group it together rather than break it up in my budget to help me understand it better. So that is going to be $274, $101, $259, and our mortgage payment, we are going to go ahead and put half of it aside, and that is $750. Our mortgage is not $750. I wished our mortgage was that low. No, our mortgage is about $1,560. So I always like to do half. We are, if you guys do know, we are a mortgage payment ahead. So really what we do is we just move the money into our bill account, and then when the mortgage payment is due, it will auto draft. We utilize this when we had a 3 payday month or a magic month, which is what this month is. And we'll do a whole budget on how to utilize that and the best way to utilize it for you and your family. So that total is $1,384, leaving us a remaining $414. I have also found content, you guys, with not having excess in our budget. What does that mean? If you guys are used to watching our budget with me, you guys know that we are used to having a lot more left over that we've been applying to sinking funds. My husband and I, we've really kind of had to get back to the basics and really think about what's important to us. It's always nice when you're watching, budgeting channels and they have 1,000,001 cash envelopes. And I'm really starting to think about, I really need to focus on what's going to be working best for me and my family. What categories work best for us? What brings us joy and value and happiness? And focus on it like that. I will say, you guys, we have been bringing in extra income. It's going to be about an extra $1,600 a month, which was way more than I had anticipated. So really, between that and our other side hustles, it's going to be about an additional $2,000. So when we get those budgets, I'm super excited because we're not going to include any bills in those, and it's only going to be our financial goals. And right now, we're kind of thinking about getting our children back into, they can't do competitive sports because how little they are, but getting them into classes for the same sports multiple times a week to build those skills. So I'm super duper excited to share that with you guys when we get our first paycheck, which will be later this month, and do a budget with me. So like I mentioned, I have really fallen off the budgeting wagon. It's just been busy, and it's really no excuse because I remember somebody saying, You worked 40 hours or 60 hours to make your income. The least you can do is you owe it to yourself to know where it's going. And that has really stuck with me lately. So I'm going to go back to cash envelopes. I'm going to go ahead and go back and figure out what it is that is causing me this distress when it comes to our finances and tracking and doing all of that, and really help build a routine. Because I know if I'm struggling with it, I'm sure somebody else is as well. So for our cash envelopes, we have gas, we have groceries, we have eat out, we have home, and we have family fun. So we are cash envelope user family, meaning that we use physical cash for our variable expenses. This helps us track our spending. And when you use physical cash, you're actually seeing along the way how much you're spending. Is it really worth it for me to spend on this item? Does this item bring me value? Is it a need versus a want? And I really recommend this if you are having troubles like me when it comes to budgeting and being able to tell the difference between a need and a want. So for gas this week, we are budgeting $60. We are currently doing a pantry clean out in my house, and we have a bunch of meat in the freezer, so we shouldn't need too many groceries. So I'm just gonna be budgeting $100. I'm really trying to be mindful and use what we have on hand before buying more. That's just gonna help eliminate food waste. And as we all know, we have a lot of food waste. Not my family in particular, but just the world does. And so really being mindful and cautious of that as well. Eating out, we're gonna go ahead and do 40. Home, we're gonna do 60. If you're new to our channel, our house does a household category called home. And every week we buy for a particular group or category. So we have our dogs, our household essentials, and our 2 children. And so what I like to do is I like to shop on a weekly basis, just our groceries, just to ensure, because we get a lot of fresh fruits and veggies in our household. So I like to shop on a weekly basis, and I like to buy our home category with it as well. This helps us know that, one, it's less overwhelming, and it allows you to stock up. If I see on the week that I'm purchasing for our dogs, their dog food's on sale, well, instead of just grabbing the 1 bag, I can grab the 2 bags. Will they need both bags on that same week? Probably not, but I can go ahead and put it in our pantry, and then when they do need it or they do run out, it's readily available. So I really, really like that. And it's been a routine that's worked, and it's true, and I've tried it, and I love it. So the next one is family fun. So we do have a zoo membership. So I do think that we are going to be planning on taking the kids. I don't know when, but I am in a budget $50. Like I mentioned, we do have a zoo membership. However, when we do outings, I really try to only do outings when I can truly say yes to things. And so for this, it would be like if we want to get any concession stands or anything like that. Do I anticipate us spending all of it? No, probably not, because I am also the mom that likes to pack snacks. So we'll see. But I would just like to have it there in the event that we do. And then I'm going to do my total. That is $310, which is pretty common for us to spend on a weekly basis, leaving us a remaining $104. And then for our savings, is going to get the remaining $104. Oh, wait. 0 is left. So that is our budget for our second paycheck of June. We have all of our bills. Like I mentioned, this is something that's been working for me. It hasn't really changed as far as our debt snowball. The only difference is now I'm just doing double payments to the cards. Debt payoff is so personal, you guys, and everybody does it different, and how it works for you is how it's going to work for you. And then also our mortgage, we're putting half of it aside, and that's because we're able to, because we're a mortgage payment ahead, and it's on auto draft. So whenever the full payment is there, it will go ahead and deduct it, but it also helps us eliminate that stress because it is our biggest payment that we make a month. We also have our cash envelopes, so gas, groceries, eating out, home, and household, and then ensuring that we are savings as we are paying off debt. So that is going to be it for our budget with me for our second paycheck of June. If you guys enjoy budgeting, cash stuffing, plan with me, debt and savings updates, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more content. As always, you guys, if you guys are on a financial journey as well, please let me know in the comments. I love support you and your channel. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.